All right, we're live. What's up, peoples? This is to you guys. Peace to you guys in the name of Jesus Christ. Even though we may not serve Him properly, remember to always acknowledge Him, keep Him first in your life. All right. So as you can see, the title is Brightburn. Brightburn comes out in 3 days' time. I'm very excited to see this horror movie, which I'm not used to really liking horror movies. I don't like horror movies, to be honest with you. I don't watch horror movies. But Brightburn's an exception to the rule. First of all, Brightburn obviously is a ripoff of Man of Steel. It's probably the Man of Steel in an alternative universe, or as we say, an Elseworld. Okay, so Brightburn is kind of like Ultraman. Now, Brightburn is not the name of the hero or the supervillain. Brightburn's the name of the place, like Smallville. Notice Brightburn is in Kansas, so obviously this is a not a parody because there's nothing comical about it, but it's an imitation of Man of Steel. Straight up, it's an imitation of Man of Steel. I think one YouTuber actually showed literally the parallel clips, the parallel shots, and everything. So Brightburn is basically what if Superman reacted differently to how he was treated on Earth. Man of Steel set the tone that Superman wasn't treated very well on Earth. He was considered a weirdo. His parents were the ones that cared for him. In Brightburn, Corey, I think is his name, or Brandon. I'm not too sure if it's Corey or Brandon. I think Corey could be the mother. But Brandon, who is, I forgot what his surname is, but Brandon is also mistreated by the world, and justifiably, he lashes back. So Brightburn is going to highlight how Superman becomes evil, basically, in this Elseworld. So that's what you're going to look at. There's always a reason why Brandon's behaving the way he's behaving. They're going to give a logical reason for why he behaves the way he behaves and turns out the way he turns out. So it should be interesting. Direction in which it goes. Um, Me personally, I'm looking forward to seeing it for that reason. That reason only. How did Brightburn? How did this sort of alter version of Superman? This is a dark movie. This is going to be a dark movie. Okay, people talk about Man of Steel as a dark movie. It's not a dark movie at all. Batman v Superman was not a dark movie at all. Maybe visually it was dark, but not in terms of story. It was realistic. Brightburn is taking that same scope, but it is dark. This is a dark movie. This is you saw some of the clips from the trailer, and you realize this is a dark movie. This is what you call a dark movie. Now, you could say that Man of Steel is a darker take on Christopher Reeve's Superman. Obviously, Christopher Reeve's Superman had sunshine shining out his ass. So obviously, the Christopher Reeve Superman, especially the Superman 1978 we're talking about, would obviously be brighter than Man of Steel. But Man of Steel is not a dark fucking movie. Man of Steel is a realistic depiction of what if Superman came to Earth, if this was a Superman here. This is what it is. It's realism. There's a difference. Again, Zack Snyder speaks about hyperrealism. Well, the highest level of flattery is when somebody imitates you. And of course, there were discussions in the making of Man of Steel between the parents of Clark Kent, the actors Diane Nielsen and what's his name? The guy who played the bodyguard. You guys know what I'm talking about. There was some discussions between them about how difficult it would be to raise somebody like that and how powerful they would be. Well, this film, which comes out, which is not James Gunn didn't actually direct this film. This was directed by another director and his two brothers, I think, or two cousins or something. His family members, anyway. They were the ones that wrote it, and he kind of helped write it. But obviously, James Gunn was inspired by Man of Steel and his brothers or cousins or whoever they are, and they put out Brightburn. So Brightburn is a direct result of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. All right, and I was listening to a jackass out there talk about he didn't like that Zack Snyder. He's a visionary director, but he can't storytell, which is bullshit. Okay, but notice again, Zack Snyder seems to be leading the way every single step of the way, whether it's Wonder Woman, whether it's whatever. He seems to be leading the way in inspiring people to make things. Imagine a director, James Gunn, he's not going to be working with WB. I think he has been retained also by Disney, Marvel. But amazingly, again, we see another movie. Now, Wonder Woman, remember there was a Wonder Woman documentary, sort of a movie off of the Wonder Woman movie, right? Sony again was behind that. Sony again is tying in now Brightburn, which is a spin-off of a DC character, and Superman, Superman. Um, and Brightburn is now going to be put up on the screen. It's a very highly anticipated movie. Not everybody likes it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's a highly anticipated movie out there. Somebody just made a comment. Let me see what you guys said. Please share. Please show me. Okay. David Jr. Tolson. One thing I noticed in the trailers is the text font. It's exactly the same as the trailers and the end credits of Man of Steel. Yes, absolutely. Again, I'm telling you, this is a ripoff of Man of Steel, but it's just going in a different direction. And the story and how it progresses and so on will give you that Man of Steel feel, but in a very dark. This is a dark movie. So shout out to David Tolson. Thank you for speaking on my channel. Many of you jump in if you want to. Jump in. This is a live stream. Jump in anytime you want to, and let's discuss this movie. So I think you saw that he was getting bullied by other students. And remember, in Man of Steel, Clark Kent was also being bullied by other students. All right. Clark Kent, on the other hand, was feared because he had saved the people in the bus. We see in Brightburn, I think it's Corey or Brandon. I don't know what his name is exactly. We'll see. We'll find out who they are. But whether it's Corey or Brandon, he comes from a place with a whole set of school buses. We don't know why the students were pushing him around. We don't know why that was happening. But you see the difference. Brandon reacts differently to how Clark did. Clark restrained himself and he squeezed the bar and he bent the bar. You guys remember that? Whereas Corey or Brandon, I don't know which one his name is, he squeezed the girl's hand and it looks like he broke her hand up. He smashed her hand into pieces. And her mother then came to the school and made a big scene, and that's the same mother that, you know, interfaces with Corey or Brandon. I don't know which one it is. And he's in the form of a Superman, and he takes her out, right? But another very interesting thing, if you guys pay attention, look at the symbol for Brightburn. They say it's B and B, but if you look carefully, it's an S with a cross through it, saying not Superman. Have you noticed that? How many of you guys have noticed that? You know, I like to share these kinds of things with you guys because I don't know if you guys pay attention to this stuff. So if you look at Brightburn, it's like an S. It goes something like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay? If I could draw it, maybe I'll draw it. I'll draw it on a piece of paper so you can see. It's an S. Now, Superman said it's not an S on my planet. It means hope. I think that was a double B they were trying to do with Brightburn, but it's actually an S with a cross through it. Let me just get a pencil and some paper, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys? It's almost 3 o'clock. I should go out and work. Okay, this might be writing. I hope so. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. I was a little tired today, but I gotta go out and work. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget you can also donate to this channel. Okay. All right, so let me just show you guys this. I have to draw with the pen. Okay. So pay attention. Oh shit, the pen isn't right. Hold on a second. Let me get a pen that does right. Hopefully this one does. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to rotate the device. Come on, motherfucker. Right. There you go. See, that's an S. And then Brightburn comes and does this. Cross through the S. See? Isn't that interesting? I think so. I think it's cool. And the funny thing about that is, when you think about it, Superman said to Lois Lane, it's not an S. On my planet, it means hope. And Brightburn did a cut on that, a different interpretation. It's like it's not an S. That's Brightburn. Or whatever. B&B. Whatever it is. I don't know. We'll find out in the movie. So I thought I would share that with you guys, seeing that Brightburn's coming out very soon. And it's funny, there was a television series called Smallville, of which Man of Steel is kind of built off of as well. So, yeah. Let me open up some of these things. We're going to split in a minute. It's going to bring some sunlight into here. And then roll out. Roll out. Roll out. Yeah, baby. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a great day today. Your boy's about to get out of here. The stream was 10 minutes, 54 seconds. If nobody has anything else to say, your boy's gone. Peace. I'll try and do some more music for you guys as well. But Brightburn, 23rd of this month, which is 3 days away from now. I hope you guys enjoy. You know what? I'm gonna do a song. I'm gonna do a song before I write it. How's that? All right, hey. So I didn't know what I was gonna sing or whatever, but there it is. There it is, folks. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one, guys. Peace. I'm out.